Good morning. Today I'm going to record my whole morning lymph flush and stretching session. So this is the Big Six lymph flush method by Dr. Perry Nickelston, and you can look it up. He has a lot of videos online, and it's very important that you do all 6 zones, both sides, and that you do it in order. So you start with the collarbone. So what you're going to do is you're going to rub above and below the collarbone, and then tap, and then circles above and below the collarbone. I start on the left side. Just as long as you do both sides and you do it in this order. So the other side, collarbone, rub, tap, circles. And then your neck. So your neck is just below your ear in the back here. Rub, tap, and circles. There's a big group of lymph nodes here in your neck. And this is the second zone. Okay? And then is your arm. So kind of by your armpit in this crease of your shoulder. So rub here and tap and circles. Some people go into their armpit. Some people massage more, and they more here in this muscle, in your pec muscle. But I just rub, tap, and circles. And then your belly, rub up and down. You can rub side to side, just to make sure you get the whole thing. And then tap. Just wake up your body, get your system moving, and then circles. I like to do it with one hand on top of the other hand. It's just easier for me doing circles with 2 hands. I'm not coordinated that way. And your groin, rub and tap and circles. And then the back of your knees. So here, rub, tap, and circles. Then I'm going to go into rebounding. So if you're just starting, just bend your knees, shake everything out. For a little bit more, just lift your heels off the mat, keep your toes on the mat, just let your arms shake. And then what I do is I jump, and jump. I started jumping, I was going for 30 seconds, and worked up to a minute, and now I do 2 minutes or so. I just count in my head, which will be hard while I'm talking to you. So I'm just going to jump for a little while. So rebounding is just such an amazing exercise, and it's really a lot of the cardio that I do. I do walking when I travel, but this is really the bulk of my structured cardio. And according to NASA, this is 68% more effective than running. Who knows? It's just good to get your blood going. It's good to get everything loose and warm before you do stretches, especially for me, my legs. If I stretch on just cold muscles, there's not a lot I can do. And then I'm just going to go till my legs feel like they usually do. But you can time yours if you want, or just go until it feels like you're done. Then you can work up. The stretching routine I do is super simple. It doesn't take a lot of time. This whole thing's like 15-20 minutes. But it's important to me. It's changed my body, and I do it every day. It's very easy to just find that little time before coffee. Okay, I'm going to call it, and then I'm going to start my stretching. So first, let me move the camera. Alright, see how that goes. Just kind of stretch out my legs after rebounding. And as you go into these stretches, just go to where it's stretching your muscles but doesn't hurt. When I started, my legs were way up here. So just do this to whatever level you can. I've been doing it for over a year, but I mean, I'm more limber than I was when I started, but I'm 58. So it's gonna take a little bit longer to maybe get where you want to be. Spread your legs to wherever you can. And I just come forward a little bit, as far as I can. Some days feels easier than other days. I hold everything for 10, 12, 15 counts. Just get a good stretch. And then I go to first leg. And then I stretch here too, just to get my side a little bit. And then to my other leg. Okay. And then I cross my legs. So when I started, my butt was way up here. This is all I could do. So just start where you can, and then as you stretch, you'll get better. Today I would like to do my stretching as I do it. Other side. Alright. Then I get into this position to stretch my feet. Took me a long time to be able to stretch my feet. It hurts. But it also is really good for your feet and for your legs and for this part of your legs. While I'm down here, I stretch my arms. So I stretch my inner arms like this. And like this. Okay, and then I stretch my back. Just stretch to where you can. You can kind of move and stretch side to side a little bit to get a good stretch. And then I do push-ups. So I started push-ups on my knees. So I did push-ups like this. You can certainly do that. I couldn't do real push-ups for months and months, maybe over a year. I do 25 real push-ups now. I'm not going to pretend like it's easy. It's really not easy. It's hard, but I'm going to do it. stretch out my back. Oh, I think it's harder when you have a camera on than I do. 10 of these push-ups on my knees. Because it just uses different muscles. Okay, and then I stretch my lower back this way. This is a tough stretch for me. I have an extra vertebrae. I don't know if that's why it's hard, but this is a big stretch for me. And I move to my side to side, just to get a good stretch on my lower back. Okay, and then I do a stretch kind of to the opposite part. I arch my back on my hands and knees, and then I stretch the other way. I just do this a few times. This stretch I probably only count to about 5 each time. And then I come up slowly. Okay. While I'm standing up, I stretch my neck. So start at the front. And I just move around slowly. I might hold it where there's a really good stretch. We spend so much time on our phones with our heads hanging down. It's good to stretch. Keep that mobility. All right, I'm going to stretch my arms. So a lot of the stretching routine I've added to it, but it's an old AMC stretching routine. Hi, Matt. So if you worked out with us at AMC, you recognize this. And then tricep stretch, and I like to lean over and stretch my side again. Okay, other arm. Tricep. And over. Okay, and then I just do this stretch, mostly for balance. So if you struggle like I am right now, this is distracting. It's fine. You can, if you're on a mat, it's harder, so just go to the floor. If you fall over, don't worry about it. Just keep trying. Your body will get used to it, and it's so important. Balance is so important for us. Strong legs. Strong legs are one of the biggest indicators of longevity. And I think it's because balance and, you know, being able to walk, pick things up, keep your balance and not fall. So it's an important part of any kind of routine, especially when you're getting older. So this just kind of rounds it out. So I have one other section of stretches. I'm going to move the camera because you need a wall. So find a wall that you can use. Look at this lovely sunshine. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful day here in Florida. Okay, so the next stretches are calf stretches. So find a wall. Just stretch to where it feels good, not hurting. Do the other leg. There's so many people who do things like this online. I am not a professional. This is just what I do. I'm just going to show you because my friends have, been wondering what I've been doing since I quit drinking to get healthier and get my body where I feel strong and happy. I'm up on my toes, just stretch my toes and my feet. And then I do calf lifts. And I do this for strength, for balance. I think your calves are your second lungs in your body, so they're really important muscles. Obviously help you be strong when you're walking. This really helps my feet. When I was doing boxing, I had muscles in my feet, so this really helps. I'm a barefoot girl, so when I put shoes on, my feet don't like it, so this is really helpful. Sometimes I just kind of stay up here and move around a little bit just to get good motion on my feet. Now I have one more thing. I meant to have these ready, but these are 5-pound dumbbells, and this is the last thing I added to my routine because my arms were hurting because my triceps were so much stronger than my biceps. So this is what I do. I don't know if this is the best thing to do. You can find out, but I just do these reps for my biceps. So I do it 2 different ways. First way I do is this 10. I go up faster and then down slower, and I breathe out. I do 10. It's important having control of the weights as they come down. So that builds muscles. And then I do these. This probably looks really weird. But this is what I do. And I do 2 sets. And then I get to have coffee. You can do lighter weights, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, whatever works for you. Heavier weights, if so, good for you. The most important thing is just to start. Just do half of it. Find stretches that work better for you. See, 20 minutes. It's easy. You can do it. It's not easy. It's not easy. It hurts. It's not fun. There are lots of days I don't want to do it, but I do it. Especially the push-ups. Every time I do one push-up, I'm sure I can't do the rest of them. Just do what you can and get started, because oh, you'll just feel better moving your blood and doing something for yourself. Bye.